Welcome to the Walk in Wellness YouTube channel. So glad you're tuning in today. I'm making this video on July 23rd, 2020, and I want to acknowledge that there's been a bit of a break since I last posted a video, and that is because of the Black Lives Matter movement. And I wanted to take some time to really make space for Black voices and to amplify the movement. And while I'm still doing that, I also think it's really important that I keep releasing my own content on how to love yourself and support yourself. This video is going to be about how to work on the relationship with yourself. So to start working on that relationship with yourself, first start noticing. Notice what you're noticing. Notice where your attention is going. Become an observer of yourself and lose the judgment, because judgment is only holding you in place. So to start changing and growing, you really have to release the judgment, because there's nothing good or bad, right? Good and bad are really arbitrary terms. Like broccoli tastes good to some people and bad to other people. So these terms of judgment really don't help us, and that's why we should let go of them. As you start noticing and becoming aware more of yourself and how you're treating yourself, listen to your longings. What are you longing for? And listen to what you're discontent about. What has you feeling down? Your longings and your discontents are here to guide you. You're not meant to be here miserable. If you are miserable, it's telling you something. It's telling you where you need to heal, grow, change. Maybe it's not so much about you, but about your surroundings and the way that you react to your surroundings. Start making relationship with your feelings. If you're angry about something, let it power you to take action. If you're sad about something, really acknowledge it, feel it, coddle yourself a little bit. You deserve it. And see what those icky feelings are here to tell you, because really those icky feelings just want to be felt, and they want to be loved as if they matter, because those icky feelings come from parts of ourselves that have been hurt, that have perhaps done some hurting, and those parts of you deserve love too. A lot of times we want to push those parts of ourselves away because they don't feel good or we're ashamed. And I want to invite you to lean into those feelings and really see what they have to tell you. Ask yourself, what do these feelings mean? This process often isn't fun to start, and in my experience, it feels a lot better once it gets going. You start feeling, and once you start feeling those feelings clear out, and you may end up feeling perhaps exhausted and lighter after you go through that process and really acknowledge your feelings. And kind of a tough and empowering truth is that no one else is guaranteed to love those parts of you that may have messed up or hurt people. And even though I do believe that everyone deserves people in their life who will love those parts of them, it's just not guaranteed. You are the only one who's guaranteed to love those parts of yourself, or that you're able to even guarantee. And it's your job to love yourself. It's your job to love your whole self. And how do you do that? Speak to yourself as if you would a small child, with compassion, with understanding, with love, with words that heal. Give yourself whatever it is that you didn't get back then, whether it's an explanation, whether it's love, compassion, understanding, motivation, a little bit of coddling. You deserve it. You deserved it then, and you deserve it now, and you've got to give it to yourself. Also, really embrace your darkness. Those dark parts of yourself are going to stay hidden deep within you until you shine the light on them and give them the love that they so badly need. So back to noticing. Notice how you speak to yourself. Are you being kind or condescending? Are you being supportive or spiteful? Are you being calming or cruel? Start breaking the pattern of being negative towards yourself by noticing. When you notice it, take a pause. Stop, maybe issue a little apology to your being and say, I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that and I didn't mean that. What I really meant was, and find something supportive or positive to say. And if you're having trouble finding something positive or being positive, just go with neutral. I'm okay. I'm a fine person. You know, whatever it is, you don't have to be like, I'm the best person in the world. Like, if you're not able to go there, don't. It's okay. Start with just being neutral. Start with getting away from the negative, even if it's not totally positive. Become a non-judgmental observer of yourself. Notice your patterns of behavior. Notice what happens that makes you get negative with yourself. What are the events right before you start feeling icky? Start noticing and making relationship with those things so that you can stop and course correct when you know that they're happening, or you can be ready for if they do happen. Notice what triggers you. A trigger is just a wound in your inner being that hurts when it gets pushed. It's those buttons. And a trigger isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's such a buzzword, and what it really means is that it's showing you where you need to heal. It's truly a gift in that way. A practice that you can do is coming up with affirming statements, also known as affirmations, which look like I am statements, such as I am worthy. Say them to yourself every day. Write them down and read them out loud. If you can do this in the mirror, it's particularly powerful. And you can also say affirmations to yourself in your head anytime. Nobody will know, and they are really helpful in times where you're feeling less than worthy. If you've got a strong relationship between you and yourself, you can weather any storm. It doesn't matter who's not showing up for you, because you're showing up for yourself. You can motivate yourself to do whatever it is that you desire, because you're showing you through your actions that you are worthy, valuable, and loved. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really want you to give yourself some love, some praise, some appreciation for taking the time to work on yourself, to learn new skills, to grow new mental muscles, and just for caring. If you enjoyed this, please share with someone who you think would benefit. Subscribe, because I will be releasing more videos. And like it. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear about something, if you have any questions. And as always, you can reach out to me directly if you feel like you want to work with me on establishing this self-love, this self-support, the self-care for yourself, because that's what I do. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be well.